It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Knipple. Plumlee out there with Grant Williams. And it's Miller in at the 3 spot. Ball with the bucket.
There's Ball with the answer. I love the fire this guy plays with.
Pass to Buzelis. Herter setting the pick for Buzelis. Shoots the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, I think they found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Power down with both hands.
Hey, that's an aggressive move by Giddey. You love to see it.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you, Kevin.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Out to White. And again, Chicago. No good. Pass to Miller. Over Giddey. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
A step-back shot here. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Miller, again, the Hornets score.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Ball against Giddey. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Vucevic. Will it go? And it's sent back by Plumlee. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Gets it off. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big-time finish to the quarter.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Charlotte leading by 8. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Collins. Trey Jones out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Williams. And it's Phillips in at the small forward. Here's Jones. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, even though he's just 6'1", Jones is confident inside. Doesn't fear going up amongst taller players.
And there's another one for the Hornets.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Jones, and the layup's good off the glass. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Trey Jones can be lightning quick. He saw a gap and drove right in.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Hornets leading by 9. Here's Ball. Pops one in from the wing. Ball's got 8 points. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss plays more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
He gets that one. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Kicks it out to Collins. No one near Herder as he lets it fly. Offline with his three. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Herder passes to White. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Bulls moving the ball around. The open shot, Herder. Here's Giddey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Giddey's got his second basket.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Hornets lead by 12. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, they're playing within themselves, getting to their spots and working the ball to whoever is open.
Efficiently building out that lead. And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I've seen your dunk before, bad score.
Wow, you're a tough judge for a guy who never participated in the event.
I always wanted to watch it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Knipple and Miller are your wingmen. Grant Williams is out there with Plumlee, and it's Ball in at the point.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
The shot by Buzelis, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And that one drops.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Bulls trail by 16. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That's how to stand your ground under the glass. He was determined.
Rebounded by Vucevic.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on it.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or great without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
And here's Herter outside. The Hornets pull it in. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Williams. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
The quick look, no good that time.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this way.
White, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Hornets leading by 14. Here's Ball. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Right side, Ball. Over Giddey. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Miller. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Giddey. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Giddey's got 6. It's stolen by Vucevic, and so it's Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Kevin Huerter is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. LaMelo missed on the 3.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Huerter. He's off from 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Collins checked in for the Bulls. It's Huerter. Off the glass.
Obviously, Huerter's focus offensively is on the outside, but his touch translates into the paint as well.
Miller. The 3 goes down.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
That's his shot. When Knipple gets any sliver of breathing room from deep, he's going to fire.
Turns it down. What an assist!
The sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high-percentage buckets.
Ball fired from 15 feet away. It's good.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He knows every possession is critical now. Now here's Huerter. Let's lose a 3. No good. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Let's go courtside, and there's some news on Vucevic. So, Allie, what's the word?
Guys, I was able to catch up with Chicago's head athletic trainer. I'm told there's some stiffness in one of the finger joints, but overall, the rest of the hand feels okay. He's ruled out return, and we'll just have to see how long the recovery will take.
And, Allie, we thank you for the report. And, of course, you never like to see any kind of injury.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Giddey. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch! And here's Charlotte. At one point, they led by 16. Miller. Down it goes for 3.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
LaMelo. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.